Hey guys, it's Andy. I'm here to give you your tips on how to increase your credit score by 10 points in just one day. If you haven't already, get your pen, get your paper, and let's go. The first tip I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and order your credit reports. You can order your credit reports through my link, which is Identity IQ. It will show you all three credit profiles that you can actually look at to see everything that's going to go on in this video. You will get a credit report from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Okay? Make sure you read it thoroughly. The second step, I want you to also think about all the trade lines you have on your credit report, right? Once you think about it, now look at your credit report and see if those same trade lines are on there. Now, when I say trade lines, I'm referring to accounts. Look at those accounts, look at the positive ones first. Once you look at the positive ones first, the next thing I want you to do is understand that you should have a paper statement that goes along with that account. With the paper statement, I want you to look at the actual due date. On that due date, I want you to count 10 days before that, and that's when I want you to actually pay that account. Why should you pay that account during that time? It's because you will get a good remark on your credit reports because you paying your balances on time. The next thing I want you guys to do with the positive trade lines, I want you to actually look at them, deep dive and look at them. Look at the balance, look at the credit limit. Also look and see when the last time it was updated on your credit reports, okay? When you look at when you look at the updated date, make sure it's within that month. If it's not, you need to wait a little while, look at the credit report again, because this is probably why your score is up and down. This is why I don't recommend looking at Credit Karma, because they're usually a month to 2 months behind. All right. With each trade line, I also want you to look at the balance that you actually owe. This goes along with the debt. Okay. With that debt, you need to be at least under 30%. If you cannot be under 30%, at least get close to 30 as possible. Okay. But if you really want that increase, try to get it down to 20%. Now, that goes into my next topic, which is credit usage. You want each positive line trade line to be under 30%, closest to 20%, as low as down to the 0%. Now, let's just be realistic. We may not be able to get the credit usage down that much overall, but if possible, go to each individual and try to bring that credit usage down as soon as possible. Trade lines you can actually add overnight that will hit your credit within the next 3 to 5 business days and reflect on your next credit reports is secured credit cards. Now, I do have a secured credit card that you guys can't open. They usually ask for $200 to $250 just to add to the secured credit line. But once it does hit your credit reports, I promise you your credit score will go up, guaranteed. That's exactly what my clients actually use to increase their credit. The next thing I want you guys to look at is the negative accounts. The negative accounts that you have, I want you to bring them down to 1 to 2 accounts. Once you get them down to 1 to 2 accounts, now look how long they've been on your credit report. If they have been on your credit report more than 4 years, they're great for negotiation. Now, if you need help with negotiating, just ask Andy. You don't have to do it alone. But if you're going to negotiate, make sure you get that account deleted. That will increase your credit score. The next thing I want you to do is understand Credit Karma. Credit Karma, the highlights that you really want to look at is the credit usage, the negative account, and the payment history. With the usage, again, you want it as low as possible. That's how you get the most points on your credit report. That's one way. The next thing with the negative accounts, if they are negative accounts that have like 30, 60, 90 days late or closed accounts, they do affect the credit score. So you want to have them removed as soon as possible. Lastly, is the payment history. You don't want any 30, 60, 90 days late on your credit report at any time. If it's old information and it's still reporting, you need to contact us so we can have that removed. Now, let me just be honest with you. When you remove credit accounts, any type of credit accounts. Please understand you lose the actual history, the actual credit limit, the balance. Anything that went on with that account is now over. That will decrease your credit limit. But remember, every negative account needs two positive accounts. So if you're going to make that move, make sure you add some positive trade lines to offset the negative account you just got deleted. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is your credit card balances. Now, I know during the holidays, there are different seasons where we have to use our credit cards. If you plan on using your credit card, always pay it 10 days before the actual due date. How can you remember to do this? Go ahead and put it within your budget and also put your bills on auto pay. That way you won't forget. Lastly, I want to give you a little snippet, right, about your credit card history. How these credit card companies actually look at your credit report and how they do determine if they're going to give you a higher credit limit or not, right? They look at if you actually had your credit cards or any trade line account more than 5 years. Now, if you had it up to 5 years, you're in the fair range, right? If you had it from 7 to 8 years, you're in a good range. But if you have it for 9+ years, you're in the excellent range. So you want to keep that the credit history high as possible. So remember, when you delete the negative accounts, you lose that history. But you also want to make sure you have positive accounts to help with that history as well. So I hope this helped you guys. You also get the ebook that go along with this video. If you get good results from this, please let me know. Give me a testimony. Follow me on Instagram at justask_Andy. Also, give our company a review just to let us know if we helped you or we need to work on something on our end. Besides that, thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy what you receive. Have a good day.